guys, as promised, we are checking out the new hot off the press Resilient Sounds Gold version 2 subs today. I reviewed the version 1s a couple weeks ago and they were really amazing, which is why I wanted to try these version 2s. So if you didn't watch that video, check it out. The version 1s are amazing. So good that I had bought these version 2s hoping that they're even better. And I will tell you right now, they are at an introductory price because they just came out, so they're a really good deal. You can buy them from Resilient Sounds website. I believe they are about $350 a piece, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But they're a really good deal right now, so I bought 2, and we're going to check them out today. Now, right off the bat, compared to the V1s, these actually look like a whole new category of woofer. They're just way more massive, way heavier. We'll put them on a scale in a minute and I'll let you guys see how much they weigh. The surround, way deeper of a surround. It's hard to tell from the camera, but this is so deep it's almost like a Sundown X series surround. Super deep, and the cone sits way down in there. So new surround, complete new basket, and you get a metal mounting ring instead of just a rubber boot. So it looks really nice. I'm digging the way it looks. Your typical hard dust cap, stitched surround, coated paper cone. These are the dual 4-ohm versions, and as I know from the V1s, these Resilient Sounds take way more than rated. These are actually rated at 1500, but I know they're going to take more than that. Nice looking sub, huge magnet. Now this is their new design basket. I had really liked the version 1 basket, but actually now that I'm looking at these, I'm really digging the way these version 2s look. It's like a completely new subwoofer. They did a lot of changes to it. So let me get these flipped over. Man, these are heavy. I don't know how much they weigh yet, but we'll put them on the scale. So there's the basket. You got your nice, huge push terminals. Dual flat wound tinsel leads, and they got a new blue spider in there. So the V1s used a yellow or orangish spider. And then you do have the spider hold down ring. Really nice looking subs. So we're going to run 2 of these on a Smart 5 bass and see how they sound. The version 1 sounded excellent. Really good sound quality and SPL woofer. So they kind of were really good for the money for both worlds. So I'm hoping that these even do better than the version 1s, which from the looks of these things, they're going to do very well. But we'll go ahead. Let me put the weight up on the screen now, how much these things weigh in at. Because these are monsters. These are way heavier than the version 1s, that's for sure. These are even heavier than my Scar VXF 15s. Also, here are the DATS TS parameters I pulled pre-break-in. So even pre-break-in, the DATS parameters look pretty good, and the FS will actually get lower after break-in. So looks like they got a nice low frequency response. I also wanted to show you, so on the V2s now, they use a longer voice coil, bigger motor, and as you can see down there, they actually use the black glue on this version 2 voice coil. The version 1s, they did not. They just used the thin clear glue. So now they have the stronger glue on these. So bigger motor, longer voice coil, different glue, new basket, blue spider versus the orange spider, more excursion, higher roll surround, subwoofer ring is now metal. So it's like a completely new sub, even though it's a V2. So there was a lot of changes that went into this thing. So, alright guys, well let's go ahead and get these hooked up. I'm real anxious, excited to see how these sound. But they look pretty bad, man. They look good, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's go out and get them hooked up and see what these babies do. Alright, and I just wanted to show you guys, just in case you're buying these, a heads up. Since they don't use the rubber gasket, you have to get some of this foam and put on here, and I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to purchase that from Amazon. It's cheap, but this is the good stuff. It's like the perfect width too, and it's really strong. So you need to put that gasket material on there. I also want to show you something else. Those Resilient Sounds Gold V2 take 14¼ inch hole. So I had to open this hole up 1/4 inch. So if you guys get these, they take a bigger hole than most other subs. So this 15 Gold V2 took 14¼ inch hole. I really wish they would make them the same, because now like these custom boxes that I just built, they'll still fit the VXFs, because the Scar VXFs take 14-inch cutout. But like you can't fit a lot of other subs in there. A lot of 15s will have like a 13 3/4, because it'll be too much of a gap. You'll have to make an adapter or whatnot. But just wanted to give you guys a heads up for that. Again, since it uses a metal ring, what I do, and I'll put a link, is I use these nylon washers to put in there, so when you screw it in, you're not scratching up the metal. That way it keeps it nice for later. But I'll put a link for those washers and these screws if they're on Amazon, and that weather strip for you guys. All right, back at it. All right, guys, we got these two Resilient Sound Gold version 2 15s thrown in my just made custom boxes. I went something a little different. I did lower port on these, so I thought they turned out pretty nice. I like to change it up. I make my own boxes, but sometimes I go back and forth on the design just to spice it up. Today we're running these on the Smart 5 bass. So let's go ahead and get these things cranked up, and we will see what they do. Man, these things are pumping. Let's try some sweeps. All right, let's do a couple SPL runs. Dang. Oh man, 148.8.
Oh my God!
Very nice, man. Very loud. My truck's about to fall apart. Alright guys, so there you have it. These subs sound excellent. They sound so good. If you guys didn't watch my version 1 Resilient Sounds Gold video, you can check it out. And I was so blown away by those that I went ahead and tried these version 2s. And they are a big improvement. So they definitely handle all of the Smart 5 bass. Whereas of the version 1s, they were getting pretty stinky towards the end. So they probably couldn't, over the long run, handle it. So these are taking this like a champ. So they definitely handle more power. They definitely handle more excursion. They do hit the lows better. So it is a big step up. Even though the V1s sound really good, these are, man, a big improvement. They sound so good. Nice punchy bass, good transient response. Hammer the lows, man. You sundown guys will like these because these things hit the lows just amazing. So really good subs, man. We'll get back to the shop, and they did hit a 148.8, which is pretty good, you know, for a mild daily driver setup with a 5K and a LTO bank in this big old SUV. So not bad. These things sound excellent. Let's go ahead and get back to the shop, and I'll give you the final rundown after I ride with these things for about a week. So far I love them though, man. Really good. Alright guys, we're back for the final conclusion of these Resilient Sound Gold V2 15-inch subs. And I will tell you, these are now my favorite 15-inch sub for sound quality and overall loudness and depth. So I'm more of an SQL guy. These subs are just amazing, man. And for the price, you cannot beat them. What they sound like is they're nice and punchy, but they're smooth. They're very loud. They hit the lows really well, even a little bit more than the VXF Scar, which I love. And these also hit the lows more than the version 1 RS Gold. So they hit the lows better. You can really feel that extra excursion. They don't bottom out. You feel it in your chest, that really nice, smooth, punchy bass. They're not harsh. They're actually really easy on the ears, like that smoothness. When you have a woofer that's really slappy and you get that crack the whip sound, they can sound a little harsh at full tilt. These sound like my Sundown X's, where you can play them at full tilt and you get no mechanical interference. It's just like buttery smooth the whole way. Now these are punchier than the Sundown X, so you Sundown guys, you guys will be happy with these subs because they get down on the low notes big time like the Sundown X's do, but they give you a little bit more of that musical punch, you know, that you feel in your chest, but they're still smooth. So excellent sounding subwoofers, and they definitely handle power. They took that Smart 5 bass, they took every bit of it, so they really handle the power. And the sound quality is just amazing on these subs. I mean, Resilient Sounds, I didn't really know too much about them until I did those V1s, but they're just really good sounding subwoofers. And, you know, through me trying, 50 different subwoofers a year, some of them I don't like at all. Some of them are okay. But there's something about this brand, man. They're doing stuff right, because this sub is a top of the line sounding and performing subwoofer, and I'm picky. I hope this helped you guys out if you're checking these out to make a decision, but I mean, there's really nothing bad about them. They hit the lows, they're nice and punchy, they're musically accurate with metal, rock, bass music. They're ridiculous. They hammer the lows, they have a ton of excursion, no mechanical interference or bottoming out. They handle power. They're just a clean, deep, punchy, excellent sounding subwoofer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. But definitely I would check these out. I don't think any other sub can touch this for this price. I'm gonna be quite honest, you know, for sound quality and overall performance. So, all right guys, peace out until next time.